In the previous example, we have seen the simple transaction figure A with read and write operations. Now let us see the another example of a transaction using delete operation. A more complicated transaction is to delete the member of staff with a given staff number X. We are deleting all the tuples which are related to X, staff number X tuples. But in this case, before deleting this staff number X, we need to find all the property for rent tuples that this member of staff managed, because staff number is common and staff number is foreign key, that is referential key in property for rent table. So we need to find the rows of this staff number X before deleting and then reassign them to a different member of staff, new staff. If we have not done this, referential integrity will be lost and the database will be in an inconsistent state. So you can see this updation in this figure. Before deleting staff number X, what we have done here? From property for rent table, first we are finding property number which managed by staff number X. If staff number is equal to X, then we are assigning that to a new staff number and then updating property number. So this is the process we have to do before deleting any data item which is common in both the tables. Next, a transaction can have one of two outcomes. A transaction can have one of two outcomes. If it completes successfully, the transaction is said to have committed and the database reaches a new consistent state. That is this committed. Committed means successful completion of a transaction. On the other hand, if the transaction does not execute successfully, the transaction is aborted, that is cancelled. If a transaction is aborted, the database must be restored to the consistent state it was in before the transaction started. Such a transaction is called rollback or undone. A committed transaction cannot be aborted. However, an aborted transaction, that is rolled back, can be restarted later and depending on the cause of the failure may successfully execute and commit at that time. So these are the two types of outcomes of any transaction. Now see here. So this is committed and this is aborted. So here the transaction has begun and it is ended with either committed or aborted. These are the two types of outcomes of any transaction. Next, properties of transaction. This is very, very important. For every transaction, there should be 4 properties should possess. The 4 basic properties are so called acid properties: atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. See, the first one, atomicity. It is called all or nothing property. It means a transaction either performed in its entirety or is not performed at all. That is, either transaction gets successful or abort. It is the responsibility of the recovery subsystem of the DBMS to ensure atomicity. The